Nick and Bridget's history is a labyrinth of passion and betrayal, sharing a child despite their unconventional family ties, and a messy love triangle involving Brooke Logan that left deep emotional scars. Nick's reappearance, perhaps tied to a reunion storyline with Brooke, casts a shadow over Bridget's potential involvement with Liam. Will old feelings resurface, pulling Bridget back into a familiar yet toxic orbit with Nick? Or will she consciously choose a new path with Liam to avoid repeating history? Imagine a tense encounter at a Forrester family gathering, where Nick's lingering glances meet Bridget's determined resolve to focus on her patient, hinting at unresolved tension. This subplot adds a rich layer of complexity, reminding us how past loves and mistakes continue to shape the present in the world of the bold and the beautiful, speculations and viewer nostalgia. As we wrap up this deep dive into the latest spoilers, the air is thick with questions and nostalgia for long time viewers. Do you remember the intense roller coaster of Bridget and Nick's romance marked by forbidden attraction and heartbreak? What about the fleeting but memorable connection between Bridget and Liam? A spark that flickered amidst chaos. Will years of separation have dulled their chemistry? Or will it flare brighter than ever under the strain of Liam's health crisis? The potential pairing of Bridget and Liam, alongside her historical ties to Nick, sets the stage for a narrative that could explore themes of redemption, second chances, and the messy intersection of love and duty. Fans are buzzing with theories. Some hope for a heroic medical save by Bridget, while others anticipate a love story that defies all odds. Whatever direction the writers take, this storyline promises to deliver the emotional depth and dramatic flair that The Bold and the Beautiful is known for. Next, we will explore the captivating and tumultuous journey of Hope Logan, one of The Bold and the Beautiful's most iconic characters, whose life has been steeped in drama from the very moment of her dramatic entrance into the world on July 2, 2002. Born amidst scandal and surrounded by chaos, Hope's story is a roller coaster of virtue, passion, and inherited turmoil, contrasting sharply with her mother, Brooke Logan's infamous legacy, from her scandalous conception to her complex relationships and evolving desires. Hope's arc offers a rich tapestry of emotional depth and moral dilemmas. In this expanded exploration, we'll dive into her origins, her personal struggles, her romantic entanglements, and the shadows of her past that continue to shape her present with creative rephrasing, fresh details, and imaginative additions. Let's uncover the many layers of Hope Logan's life on this beloved daytime drama, A Scandalous Beginning. Hope's dramatic birth. Hope Logan's introduction to the world on July 2, 2002 was anything but ordinary, marked by a scandal that would set the tone for her life on The Bold and the Beautiful. Emerging from her mother Brooke Logan's womb, Hope was already entangled in controversy, the product of a forbidden sling that shook the very foundations of the Forrester and Logan families. Brooke, often branded as a seductress and mocked by her arch-rival, Stephanie Forrester as the slut from the valley, found herself in a compromising affair with Deacon Sharpa, her own son-in-law, married to Brooke's daughter Bridget. This illicit liaison, conducted in secretive whispers and stolen glances at glamorous Forrester events, painted a picture of betrayal that would haunt all involved. Perhaps the affair unfolded in the opulent gardens of the Forrester estate, during a masquerade ball where masks hide more than just faces. The fallout was immediate and brutal, with Bridget, likely grappling with feelings of heartbreak and fury, crafting her own private litany of bitter names for her mother as she processed the deception from the moment of her conception. Hope was born into a storm of judgment and whispered gossip, a legacy that would follow her like a persistent shadow through the sunlit streets of Los Angeles. Contrasting legacies, Hope's virtue versus Brooke's infamy. Unlike her mother, whose life was often defined by impulsive passion and scandalous missteps, Hope Logan emerged as a beacon of virtue, a stark contrast to Brooke's notorious reputation, where Brooke stumbled into romantic entanglements with reckless abandon. Hope carried a moral compass that sometimes weighed her down with unnecessary guilt. Her devotion, particularly to Liam Spencer, often bordered on self-sacrificing, even when his actions, like mistaking a mannequin for her in a bizarre mix-up, tested the limits of forgiveness. Picture Hope standing in the Forrester Creations design office, staring at Liam with a mix of exasperation and love, wondering how such a glaring error could occur under the bright studio lights. Unlike Brooke, who once famously mistook a masked stranger for her lover at a lavish party, leading to an unintended tryst. Hope has steered clear of such chaotic blunders. Instead, she's forged a path of integrity, often dressing in soft pastels that mirror her gentle demeanor, a visual reminder of her determination to rise above her mother's tarnished image. Yet beneath this pristine exterior lies a woman wrestling with the expectations placed upon her, striving to carve out an identity separate from the scandals of her lineage, passion and desire, Hope's evolving romantic landscape. As Hope matured, she began to reveal a side of herself that mirrored her mother's intensity in matters of the heart. Though expressed in her uniquely restrained yet fervent way, her fantasies took a daring turn when she transformed her longing for Thomas Forrester into a reality that sizzled with forbidden allure. Their clandestine meetings perhaps taking place in the shadowy corners of the Forrester warehouse surrounded by bolts of fabric that muffled their whispers. More recently, her admiration for John Finnegan has ignited vivid daydreams where she envisions herself tearing away the barriers between them, quite literally. Today, as she imagines peeling off his clothes in a secluded beachside cabin, the sound of waves crashing outside, echoing her racing pulse, these moments of raw desire showcase a departure from her virtuous facade, hinting at an inner turmoil between duty and passion. Portrayed by the talented Annika Noel since 2018, Hope's character has allowed the Emmy-nominated actress to explore a vibrant palette of emotions, painting her with shades of longing and complexity. Noel herself has expressed excitement in delving into these newer, spicier aspects of Hope, bringing a fresh energy to scenes that crackle with unspoken tension, shadows of the past, complexities of family and intimacy. Hope's journey isn't just about romance. It's deeply rooted in the intricate and often painful dynamics of her family, particularly her relationship message and the sinister gift to Steffi signal that her plans are accelerating, potentially leading to a confrontation that could change the dynamics of the Forrester family forever. Sheila and Remy. Shared anxiety adds a layer of suspense. Will they uncover Luna's true intentions before it's too late? Ms. Dillon, caught between new insights from MS Sunshine and Luna's manipulations, stands at a crossroads. Her choice is likely to tip the balance in unforeseen ways. And young Hayes, an unwitting pawn in this high-stakes drama, reminds us of the innocence that hangs in the balance amidst adult conflicts. The Cliff House, once a sanctuary, now feels like a battleground where emotions and secrets collide with devastating force. Next, we will delve into the heart-wrenching and gripping storyline unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful as Liam Spencer faces a life-altering battle with cancer and grapples with a sudden change of heart about his treatment. In this episode, we witness Liam's emotional journey, the potential return of a beloved character, Dr. Bridget Forrester, and the tantalizing possibility of new romantic sparks amidst medical turmoil. With time slipping away, unexpected alliances and the return of past flames, the drama in Los Angeles is heating up. Join us as we explore every facet of this storyline with reimagined details, fresh perspectives and inventive twists to deepen the narrative while staying true to the core themes of the original plot. Let's uncover the latest developments, speculate on future turns, and immerse ourselves in the emotional roller coaster that is The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam Spencer's emotional reversal on cancer treatment. The episode centers on Liam Spencer, a man whose stoic resolve to forego cancer treatment and spent his remaining days in peace has been a poignant thread in recent storylines. Initially, Liam stood firm, choosing to embrace life's fleeting moments without the burden of medical intervention, a decision that broke the hearts of those around him at Forrester Creations. But as the clock ticks down, a flicker of doubt creeps into his mind, stirred perhaps by late-night conversations with close confidants or a poignant memory of his children's laughter. According to the latest spoilers, Liam experiences a dramatic shift, deciding at the 11th hour to fight for his life. This sudden pivot isn't just a plot twist. It's a window into Liam's vulnerability, showing viewers the raw fear and fragile hope of a man staring down mortality. Perhaps he sits alone in his dimly lit apartment, gazing at old family photos. When the weight of leaving his loved ones behind becomes unbearable, this moment of reckoning leads him to reach for a lifeline that might just change everything. A glimpse of hope with experimental medication. The weekly promo for The Bold and the Beautiful offers a tantalizing glimpse into Liam's newfound resolve, showing him clutching a small amber bottle of pills an experimental medication rumored to offer a cure without the devastating side effects of traditional treatments. This isn't just any drug. Whispers around the hospital corridor suggest it's part of a groundbreaking trial. A last-ditch effort backed by cutting-edge research from a renowned European medical institute. Liam's decision to try this treatment is a gamble, one filled with both promise and peril as he entrusts his future to uncharted science. The footage captures a mix of determination and uncertainty in his eyes as he turns the bottle over in his hands, perhaps contemplating the what-ifs. Will this be his salvation, or will it introduce new complications to an already fragile situation? As viewers, we're left on the edge of our seats wondering if this experimental path will lead to a miracle or merely prolong the inevitable. The medical team steps in. Enter Dr. Finnegan and Grace Buckingham. Liam isn't facing this battle alone. The dedicated duo of Dr. John Finnegan and Dr. Grace Buckingham are at the forefront of his care, bringing their expertise and compassion to the table. Finn, known for his study, demeanor, and innovative approaches, might be the one who introduced Liam to this experimental trial, having pulled strings with international contacts to secure a spot for him. Meanwhile, Grace, with her empathetic bedside manner, offers Liam the emotional support he desperately needs during consultations at the hospital's Serene Oncology wing. Their collaboration paints a picture of a united front with late-night strategy sessions over coffee in the hospital cafeteria, poring over medical journals to ensure every base is covered. Yet even with their combined skills, there's a sense that Liam's case might require an extra set of experienced 10 Savoy that could soon be filled by a familiar face returning to Los Angeles. Could Bridget Forrester be Liam's saving grace? Enter the possibility of Dr. Bridget Forrester's return, a character whose sporadic appearances on The Bold and the Beautiful have always coincided with major medical crises within the Forrester family, played by the talented Ashley Jones. Bridget has long been a fan favorite, her expertise as a physician often serving as a beacon of hope in dire times. It's been a while since she's taken center stage in a significant storyline or romantic arc, but rumors are swirling that her comeback could be imminent. Imagine Bridget stepping off a plane at LAX, her medical bag in tow after receiving an urgent call from Finn about Liam's deteriorating condition. Her return wouldn't just be about saving Liam's life. It could reopen old wounds and ignite forgotten passions. As a doctor who's treated countless patients, Bridget brings a unique blend of clinical precision and personal connection to Liam's case. Especially given their shared history, will she be the key to unlocking a medical breakthrough? Or will her presence stir up more personal drama than anyone anticipated? Romantic sparks, a new love or rekindled flame. Adding fuel to the speculative fire is the potential for romantic entanglements involving Bridget and Liam. Both characters find themselves single, with past relationships leaving scars, but also a longing for connection. Longtime viewers might recall a fleeting romance between the two, a brief but intense chapter overshadowed by family loyalties and rivalries. Now as Bridget potentially steps into the role of Liam's doctor, the dynamic shifts like night hospital vigils and heartfelt conversations about life and loss could easily blur the lines between professional care and personal affection. Picture a quiet moment in Liam's hospital room, the beeping of monitors fading into the background as Bridget shares a comforting story from her own past struggles, her hand lingering on his just a moment too long. Could this be the start of a renewed bond? Or will it complicate Liam's already tumultuous relationships, particularly with his exes and Bridget's own family ties? The writers seem poised to explore this juicy what-if, especially as it could pit Bridget against her sister in a battle for Liam's heart. A blast from the past. Nick Morone's return adds layers. Complicating matters further is the recent return of Captain Nick Morone, portrayed by Jack Wagner, whose arrival in Los Angeles stirs up a hornet's nest of past drama for veteran fans. We will dive deep into the latest dramatic developments on The Bold and the Beautiful for Thursday, July 3rd, as secrets unravel. Tensions soar and unexpected twists keep us glued to our screens. In this episode, Luna Knows Awa takes a daring step by sending a mysterious and unsettling message to Steffi Forrester, while other characters grapple with mounting concerns and hidden agendas, from Sheila Carter's growing anxiety to Miss Dillon's surprising encounter with her art teacher, and a chilling gift that leaves Steffi and Taylor Hayes reeling. There's no shortage of intrigue. Let's unpack every thrilling detail of this episode with fresh perspectives. expanded storylines and imaginative additions to enrich the narrative while staying true to the core essence of the original plot. Luna Nozawa's bold move against Steffi Forrester. The drama kicks off with Luna Nozawa, a character whose cunning and determination have kept viewers on edge as she crafts a shocking message intended for Steffi Forrester. This isn't just a simple note or text. It's a calculated move dripping with intent designed to rattle Steffi to her core. Sources whisper that Luna has spent days perfecting this message, embedding subtle clues and veiled threats that hint at a deeper, more sinister plan. Perhaps it's delivered in an unconventional way, made through a cryptic piece of art or a recording that plays at an unexpected moment, amplifying the eerie vibe. Luna's actions suggest she's no longer content to linger in the shadows. She's ready to confront Steffi head-on. And this message is merely the opening salvo in what promises to be a fierce battle of wills. As Luna watches from afar, her mind races with possibilities. Will Steffi crumble under the weight of her words? Or will this ignite a fire in her rival that Luna might not be prepared to extinguish? Sheila Carter and Remy Price's growing concern for Luna. Meanwhile, across town, Sheila Carter and Remy Price find themselves entangled in a web of worrying over Luna's recent behavior. Sheila, ever the protective grandmother, despite her own checkered past, senses something is terribly off with her granddaughter. Her instincts, honed by years of navigating dangerous situations, tell her that Luna might be in over her head. Remy, on the other hand, brings a fresh perspective as Luna's newfound friend. He's been trying to reach out, sending message after message, only to be met with silence that screams trouble. Their conversation at a quiet diner near the forest or estate is tense, filled with unspoken fears. Remy hesitates, debating whether to reveal a startling detail. He recently saw Luna at a local shooting range. Her focus intense, almost unnerving, as she practiced with a precision that seemed far beyond casual interest. If he shares this with Sheila, it could push her to take drastic measures, perhaps even alerting others in the family. But for now, they both wonder, what is Luna planning? And is there still time to pull her back from the edge of whatever dark path she's treading? MS. Dylan's eye-opening encounter with MS Sunshine in a lighter, yet equally intriguing subplot. MS. Dylan, a character often caught in the crossfire of others' schemes, experiences a surprising shift in perspective during her part-time art class. Her teacher, the enigmatic MS Sunshine, known for her quirky, bohemian style and endless optimism, reveals a side that Ms. Dylan never expected. Perhaps during a private critique session in the cluttered, paint-splattered studio, Ms. Sunshine drops her cheerful facade, sharing a poignant story from her past, a tale of loss or betrayal that mirrors some of MS Dylan's own struggles. This moment of vulnerability creates a bond between them, with MS Sunshine offering cryptic yet heartfelt advice about trusting one's instincts, especially when danger lurks nearby. Little does Ms. Dylan know this advice might soon prove crucial as Luna begins to draw her into a risky plan. Could MS Sunshine's words plant a seed of caution in MS Dylan, or will she be too swayed by Luna's manipulations to heed the warning? Luna's manipulated push, and the beach house showdown. Back to Luna, whose restlessness drives her to escalate her schemes. She's not one to wait passively for her plans to unfold. Instead, she takes an active role by applying pressure on Ms. Dylan. Luna's goal is clear. She wants to lure Steffi to the beach house, a secluded spot perfect for a confrontation away from prying eyes. The beach house itself, with its weathered wooden deck and the constant sound of crashing waves, sets an ominous stage for what's to come. Luna might charm or coerce Miss Dylan into arranging a seemingly innocent meeting there, perhaps under the guise of discussing a collaborative art project or a personal matter. But behind her honeyed words lies a darker intent. Luna envisions this as the ultimate arena to settle scores with Steffi, to lay bare every grievance and demand answers. Or perhaps something far more dangerous. What exactly does Luna ask Ms. Dylan to do? It could be as subtle as dropping a hint to Steffi about an urgent matter, or as bold as delivering a fabricated emergency to draw her out. Whatever the method, Luna's orchestration of this encounter shows her growing audacity and desperation. Hayes Finnegan's innocent gift turns sinister. The episode's emotional peak comes when young Hayes Finnegan returns to the Cliff House, his small hands clutching yet another gift from his half-sister, Luna Hayes. With his wide-eyed innocence, is unaware of the storm brewing around him. Just days ago, he proudly presented an intricately folded origami crane to his family, a gift that brought smiles to Steffi, his father and Electra Forrester this time. However, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The latest gift, carefully wrapped in delicate tissue paper, is meant for Steffi alone, and Hayes can't wait to see her reaction. Perhaps it's a small hand-painted trinket box or a frame drawing something that seems sweet on the surface, but hides a chilling undertone as Hayes unveils it with a beaming smile. Expecting praise, the room falls silent. Steffi and Taylor Hayes, who happens to be visiting, exchange horrified glances. Their shock could stem from a hidden message scrawled inside the gift, or maybe an image that evokes a painful memory or threat tied to Luna's vendetta. The camera lingers on Steffi's trembling hands as she processes the implications, while Taylor instinctively pulls Hayes closer, shielding him from a danger he can't yet comprehend. What is this gift and how will it reshape Steffi's next move in this dangerous game? The ripple effects and what lies ahead as the episode draws to a close, the interconnected threads of deception, concern and unexpected alliances leave us yearning for more.